Okay, so this first problem, the problem's over here on the left, I am going to be doing, and then I'm going to expect you to pause and try the problem on the right and check your answer, and then we go through all four of these problems. So this first problem here, we're solving, remember, we're solving for x. And the steps when we're solving an equation, there's really two main steps. The first one is we need to simplify anything we can, and then we're trying to isolate x on one side. So there's nothing that I can simplify over here. All the terms are combined, and there's nothing I can simplify here. So I'm going to try to get 5x by itself. So I need to get rid of this 3. Well, to eliminate this 3, I need to subtract 3 to create a zero pair. If I subtract 3 on this side, I'm going to subtract 3 on this side. I like to draw myself a line so I remember to do the same thing on both sides of the equation. When I do that, this gets eliminated, the zero pairs. So I'm left with 5x. Over on this side, I have 18 minus 3, which is 15. So I'm left with 5x equals 15. So I need to divide this up into 5 groups. And if I do that to this side, I need to do it to this side. So we have 5 divided by 5 is 1. So I'm left with just x. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. So I always suggest that you check your answer. So if we plug this in here, I've got 5 times 3 plus 3. Is that 18? Well, let's see. This is 15 plus 3. Is that 18? Yes. So my answer is correct. I would now like you to try 1b. So pause this video. With 1b, hopefully you got x equals 5. Okay, if you didn't, go ahead and pause the video and take a look at my work. Now, we're going to come down here to 2a. All right, same steps. Is there anything to simplify? No, there isn't. So we need to try to get this by itself on one side, the variable. So I have 3. This is a positive 3. So to get rid of that, we're going to subtract 3. Need to do it to both sides. I'm going to go ahead and draw my line. 3 minus 3 gets eliminated. 9 minus 3 is 6. Now this is a little tricky. This negative is attached to the 2. So this is negative 2x. Negative 2 times x. So I want to get x by itself. And this is negative 2 times x. So we need to divide by negative 2, because negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1, and that's what we want, 1x. So I need to divide this side by negative 2. So I have negative 2 divided by negative 2, that's 1x. And 6 divided by negative 2, that's going to be negative 3. Now again, we need to check our work. 3 minus 2 times negative 3, is that equal to 9? Well, let's see. I have negative 2 times a negative 3 is a positive 6. So this is 3 plus 6. Is that equal to 9? Yes. We're now going to pause, and you are going to try to be on your own. Here's my work. I got x equals negative 4, checked it, made sure it worked. If you didn't get that answer, please pause now and review my work. Okay, 3a. So this one is a little different than any of the other problems we've done so far. This time I've got x on both sides. There's no simplifying that needs to be done. But we need to get x on one side. So we need to get rid of them on one of the sides. I don't like working with negatives, so I want to get rid of the negative 5x. So I'm going to add 5x to create a zero pair. If I do that to the right side, I have to do it to the left. Negative 5x plus 5x, that's a zero pair. Goodbye. 3x plus 5x is 8x. So I have my x here. Now I need to move this, get rid of this. So how do I get rid of 7 negatives? I need to add 7, create a zero pair. So I need to do it to both sides. This goes away, zero pairs. And I'm left with 8x, and this is 16. Okay. Need to divide by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1x. And I have 16 divided by 8 is 2. All right, let's check our answer. Is 3 times 2 minus 7 equal to 9 minus 5 times 2? Well, that's 6 minus 7. Is that equal to 9 minus 10? Negative 1 is negative 1. We are correct. Okay. We're now going to go ahead and pause, and you're going to try 3b. Here's my work on 3b. I got x equals 1. If you didn't get that answer, check your work against mine and see where your error is. Okay, 4a. Now this one, wow, this looks complicated. So we need to simplify this first before we try to isolate the x. So I have 4x plus 3, can't do anything with that. But here I have a negative and then a distributive property. There is a ninja 1 there. Ninja 1. So this becomes 4x plus 3. And this is negative 1 times 5, which is negative 5. And negative 1 times a negative x, which becomes a positive x. Okay, now I need to make it simpler. Right, I have 4x and x, so that's 5x. 3 minus 5, it's negative 2, is equal to 8. So all I've done so far is simplify. Now I can go through the process of solving. I need to get x by itself. So I need to eliminate this. Add 2 to create a zero pair to both sides. It goes away. So I'm left with 5x equals 10. Divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1x. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And I'm going to cut this video short, but if you plug in the 2, you will find that 8 plus 3 is 11, minus 3 is 8. Okay. I'm going to pause so you can try B. There is my answer for 4B. I got negative 3. If you did not, please check your work against mine.